Hi everybody, it's Carol. Welcome back to my channel. And what I have here is this is the master board that I made on camera. Oh, probably it was a while ago. I know it's been so long. So I thought I'd come on here, and what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna cut it in half, or not in half, but maybe cut it 3/4 of the way and kind of make a two project with this. I'm thinking of making a folio and but a foldable one that will fold in threes, and then I'll have, like, if I take this part of this board, and then I still have the top to do something with. So let me do that now. And I'm probably going to use my cutter because I do not trust myself to cut this evenly or as straight. Not even even, but just kind of straight. And let's see, if I cut this half, I'm gonna chop off the lady here, but something's gotta go. Okay, let's see how well this chops. Okay, it's looking good so far. I want to make sure I know I'm going to chop off some of that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to use my scissors for the other half. So let me put this down. Okay, now this is what I was thinking of. I cut off part of her hat, but that's okay. And look, we have a headless lady there, but that's okay. I can cover that up with flowers. Now the inside, I did back it up with lace digitals that I have, and I think it looks pretty good. And let me see. I want to make sure I have this in camera. Okay, as long as I have it in camera. Okay, so I just backed it up with lace digitals I had so that it gives it extra firmness. Plus it looks pretty, it's different. So this is going to be the folder. This is what we did last week. No, it was probably 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you. And then I did cover it with Mod Podge, just so that, you know, all the lace trimmings that I have here, then Mod Podge is like a glue and it'll hold it down. So I'm thinking I'm going to make just like a triple fold, but also I could use this, find a spot that'll fold a natural fold, so I could make a tuck. Where are my scissors? It's kind of thick, so I have to be careful. And look how pretty the inside of this looks with the backing that I have. Okay, now let's try and get a fold on this side. Oh, and this lady will be in here. Okay, now that looks nice. And then if I do something like this. And I was thinking of give myself, without making a crease, just have a fold over. And this is what the cover would look like, the front cover, and this would be the back. And you know what? That's perfect because you have the two ladies there with the flowers, which is gorgeous. And then here. And I was thinking of having like a journal somewhere over here. This is crooked. I have to fix that. So if I have this, where am I going to put the journal? Oh, I have to give this a little think. I could put the journal in there. Like right over here. There's a well, you know what? Let me cut this down a little bit because it's a little uneven. Just a little bit on the top here. Okay. So what I was thinking, unless I don't have that, is if I have those two foldies over there, it'll be a skinny journal, if you see what I mean, because I only have that. Unless I don't do that and just have maybe on one side. I probably should have thought about this more, but I thought we'd do this together. Alright, you know what? I'm going to plan on this, and we could put the journal, it won't be a wide one. So should I glue this down right now? You know what? Let me just get the papers ready. I brought along some papers for that. Right, let me just have a little think here. So the journal is going to be probably the papers. I just want to measure it. They may be 3.5 inches. So they may be this wide. Oh, brother. Let's see. Three and a half. Here, I could fold this. And then fold this in. Okay, here we have 3.5. So this is how wide it's going to be, which is fine. You know, I could make this a little tuck, so you have a little tuck in here, and this is going to be all writing. And I will fold this, but I'll have to cut this down. I always like a doily inside the journals. And I'll do this. This is pretty. This is nice coffee stained paper. I just want to make sure that this is a good width. And doing it this way, making like an accordion or whatever you would call this, is going to give me more writing places instead of cutting the paper off. I just want to make sure I don't, okay. Okay, so we have 3 coffee stains. Now I'm going to use some tracing paper. I always like tracing paper inside a journal. And the tracing paper, I may cut this down because it'll be hard to make a little tuck with this. And I do have some green paper. I just want to make sure I don't go over the over the 3.5 inches. So today we have a beautiful day. There's no clouds in the sky, and we have sun in this, the sun is out, and the forecast looks like the next 10 days are going to be beautiful. We're going to have lots of sun. The only thing is it's going to be very humid. So I'm only going to use one of the yellow and one of that other writing paper because I don't want to make it too bulky. This is writing paper that I have. And I'll make a little tuck on this side. And the length, okay, this is 8, so I'll probably make it 7 1/4. 7 1/4. Oh, this is 7. So you know what? We're gonna I'm just gonna cut this. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna rip the paper. I've done that in the past and I really like that. Although that's going to be on the top. Okay, I'm just going to cut it. I'll do that with another journal. So we'll use this for my guide. Okay. And I'm definitely going to have to cut down this doily unless I can fold it, but let me hold off with the doily for a second. Okay. Okay, this doily could be too big. You know what? I do have smaller doilies. I'm going to use that. I just want to get these papers together and see how it's going to fit in the journal. So the green paper is pretty heavy, so I'm going to use that as the cover. And then we'll get the tracing paper. Oops, I had it the right way. So we'll get this tracing paper in here. The yellow paper. The writing paper. And then finish the middle will be the coffee. Well, that doesn't matter. The coffee's same paper. And of course I'll decorate the outside of the paper. So if this is attached there, I could make, I could sew it in over here. Oh, that's going to be nice because it's still going to have all this here. I can even make it fatter. I can even put more paper in here. See what I mean? Because even if, and I'll probably, maybe I won't sew it in, maybe I'll put it in with the elastic because the elastic will go here and that gives me room to put something in that tuck. And the same over here to put something in that tuck. Okay, that's going to look good. So, you know, I'm going to have to gather up more papers, and let's see, this is what we're going to do. So, I'm going to close up these sides because this is where I want the fold for the little pocket. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the pocket here. Whoops. And in the meantime, let me put this under here. And hold this down so that the glue that seeps out. This really turned out nice. I'm really happy. I'm so pleased with the way this folio turned out. Okay, so let me get this side on. I thought I would have enough of the papers for this folio to make the journal part of it, the signature. I thought I would have enough papers, but I don't have any more with me. And I actually have to make more coffee dyed papers because I could make that, I could make it even bigger. I couldn't make two signatures in there because it's not big enough, this folio, but I could make a thicker signature. If you see what I mean. I don't know, I probably have, I don't know, maybe 8 papers in here. I could probably put 15, if not close to 20, and that's what I want to do. I want to make it bigger because I think this folio can go bigger. It'll be able to expand. See, even if it's like fat like that. In fact, that's how it's wanting to go. This is how it's wanting to make the fold. See, so when I put this in here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get more, I'm going to get some more decorative paper too. So this is what we have so far. This is going to be beautiful. And then the top part is just as gorgeous, and I'll be able to make maybe a smaller one and do something the same way, or just, I don't know. I'll have to give a think about this one. But I think the papers are gorgeous. Like the decorations on there are so pretty. So I think I'm going to call it a day for this video today, and I'm going to, I have to get more papers together for this folio, and this is going to be my project for the next little bit, because I'd love to get this one. This is gorgeous. Get this taken care of. So thank you so much for coming along and working with me with this project, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.